back to my channel. So, you might think it's unusual for me to post 2 videos in 1 week, but today's a special day for me. Today marks 1 year since I admitted myself in the hospital for suicidal intentions. I want to talk about this because I got the idea from Salice Rose. She posted a video the other day about the night that she tried to kill herself. So I thought, well, you know what, I kind of want to do the same. I want people to know it's okay to talk about it if you're comfortable with talking about it. So that's what I'm here to do. 2018 was a roller coaster. It started off pretty good, went, smooth. Around June, July, I started noticing that I was getting real agitated. I was fighting with my husband a lot. I was getting frustrated with my kids more, which isn't okay with me. I would yell at them. I'd get so angry at any little thing that they would do, and I couldn't control it. I remember nights when I'd look at them after screaming at them, and they'd look at me with terror, and they'd go to bed, and I would just cry, because I'm just like, why did you just do that? Who are you? August, it started getting even worse. I started talking to my best friend about my depression getting bad, how I think a lot of it's my postpartum, because I suffered from postpartum with my first, and I didn't really let it settle down much before I got pregnant with my second. So a lot of postpartum was there. The depression was getting bad. I was talking to her, I was talking to everybody about it, trying to figure out what I needed to do. September, me and my husband decided to split up because we were fighting a lot, and we were fighting in front of the kids, and we needed to stop. So we wanted to try separation for a little bit and see if that worked. Well, after he left, it's like I kind of shut down. Felt like I didn't have anybody. I don't have my family here in Louisiana. I have my sister now, but I don't talk to my mom. Starting to try and talk to my aunt a little bit, but my sister's all I have here as far as my family goes. I have my grandma that I speak to every once in a while, but that's it. And then I have Brian's family. Brian, we split up, so I felt alone. I felt like all I had was my kids. When we were together, I think a lot of it too, I was Brian's wife, and I was Adeline and Emery's mother. I didn't know who Tori was. I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what to do at all. After we split up, I got confused. I felt not good enough. I felt lonely. My head was just going all sorts of directions. Like, I didn't want to be here, I don't deserve him because of what I put him through. I don't deserve my kids because of what I put them through. September 17th, that morning, I talked to my dad because he had been keeping up with me since we split up because he knew it was tough. I was talking to him about how I was feeling, and I remember him being on the phone with me, telling me, Tori, please go get help for me. Please go see somebody for me. My dad's one of my best friends. I love my dad to death. Me and him have always been close. When he told me that, I broke, and I said, okay. I called a mental hospital that night, or as soon as I got off the phone with him, I called the local mental health clinic that we have here and spoke with somebody on the phone about how I was feeling. They got me an appointment to come in the next morning. Well, that night before, I was laying in bed. Everybody was in the living room. My head was going a million miles an hour. I couldn't stop thinking about what if I wasn't here? Brian wouldn't be going through this. My kids wouldn't be getting yelled at like they are when they don't deserve it. Nobody deserves what I'm putting them through. So why am I here? That's all that could run through my head. Looking back now, you know, I know that feeling is just a feeling. It's not true. It's not anything. It's just something that I couldn't get out of my head. And I know that's what depression and anxiety is. But that was constantly going through my mind. Tori, you're not good enough. I'd look in the mirror and I'm like, they don't need you. And I hated myself. So that night, I was laying there and I looked over at the safe where I keep all my medication. I'm on 2 different blood pressure pills. And I had every intentions of taking both bottles of blood pressure pills that I have in my safe. And my daughter walks in. She's 3 at the time, mind you. Walks in and is like, Mommy, I want a snack. I get so aggravated with her every time she comes in. Constantly, I want a snack, I want a snack. But that night was different because I needed her at that moment. When she walked in and I seen her face and she's like, Mommy, I want a snack. It was just like I woke up from a dream, from a nightmare. And I realized, Tori, you need to get help. What are you doing? Your kids need you. Brian needs you. Like, everyone needs you. So I get up, I go to the bathroom, I look in the mirror, and I'm just like, Tori, stop. This isn't you. This is just a thought in your head. Next day I wake up, I go up to the clinic. They see me and everything. I talk with one of the counselors up there. She says, I'm going to need you to go up to the hospital and admit yourself. If you're not there in an hour, if I call up there and you're not there, you don't call me, I'm sending the sheriff's office out to your house. And that was just really a safety precaution to make sure I didn't do anything, you know. I got my best friend to drive me to the hospital. I called her because I didn't want anybody else to take me. I couldn't do it with anybody else but her. I remember us going to the hospital that day, and I rap Sorry for the Wait by Lil Wayne all the time. She made me rap that song to her on the way to the hospital because she knew it would cheer me up and make me laugh when I was where I was at. We get to the hospital, you know, we check in and everything. Without her, I probably wouldn't have made it through that. I probably wouldn't have went through the door. I probably wouldn't have done it. They give me my gown and everything, and I tell her bye, that was hard because I didn't want her to go. I didn't want to be left alone. They put me in this waiting area, and I'm waiting to be transferred to a different hospital, or to the actual facility that they were sending me to. And I get transferred, we get there. When I get to this facility, that was one of the worst experiences of my life. Because it was almost like I was in jail. I go in, and they're getting me admitted into this facility and everything. Well, they take my picture. I have no makeup on, my hair's a mess, you know. They just take this, like they're taking a mugshot. I have to strip, bend over and cough just like you're in jail. And that was just embarrassing. And it was like I understand why they have to do it, but it was just like, I never thought I'd see myself in that situation at all. And there I was, bending over and coughing, I guess to make sure I'm not smuggling anything in. But it was hard. They got me settled in and everything. I remember them getting me in my room, and I had to go to the counter. They were giving out medicine. They gave me some sleeping medicine to help me sleep because I was having a panic attack, started hyperventilating. I didn't want to be there. That first night, I did not want to. I looked at them 4 walls and I was like, what am I doing? Why did I do this to myself? They gave me a comb. They gave me baby soap. And that was it. That's all you had. The next day I woke up. I was a little better. They were getting vitals, you know. We ate breakfast. First day was okay. I slept majority of the first day. From that morning, they took my vitals that morning. They told me, hey, you got breakfast. I didn't go eat. They brought me a tray. I ate it. I woke up about 1 o'clock that afternoon. I ate my breakfast that they brought me, and then I went back to bed. Slept the rest of the day. I wouldn't get out of bed. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I just wanted to be left alone. The next day, I got a little better. I slept a lot, but I didn't sleep as much. I ended up getting up, going and talking to people, and made some friends, you know. We ended up seeing the doctor, and I was hoping, you know, I guess I was hoping they'd just be like, okay, you can go home. There's nothing. No, they kept me 3 more days. They wanted to stabilize my medication. So I was there for a little while, working the program. A few days go by. It's finally time for me to go home. You know, I talked to Brian the whole time I was there. I talked to the girls the whole time that I was there. I gotta go home. My last day there. I make jokes about it now, but I played bingo for cigarettes and candy. You know, I try and make jokes about it now to kind of get past that it happened. But after I come home, it was like a roller coaster of emotions. One day I was good. The next I'd have 3 bad days. 1 good day, 4 bad days. You know, it was just kind of a mix of emotions because I didn't know what I was walking back into. I didn't know how people were gonna look at me. Me and Brian started working on our relationship. You know, I started working on my relationship with the girls. Started working on the relationship with myself and trying to get myself to where I needed to be, because I know if I'm not myself, if I'm not happy, nobody else is going to be happy. We're all going to be miserable. We're all going to suffer if I'm not happy with who I am, if I'm not happy with myself. I ended up getting a job not long after that. It lasted a little while. I quit because the hours were crazy. I have 2 kids. I can't work Monday through Saturday, 8 to 7 every day. When I was working, I noticed I was okay, besides the fact of me being gone from the girls too much. As soon as I quit, I noticed it started getting bad again. I started getting back in my feelings a lot. You know, I was stuck at home again. I remember there being times when me and Haley and Tori were supposed to, the other Tori, were supposed to go out, and I'd say, no, we're not going. And I'd be in the shower crying. And my best friend literally has gotten in my shower while I was butt naked. She's fully dressed, got in my shower to hold me because I was crying. Without my best friend, my sister-in-law, and even Brian, without any of them, I wouldn't be able to make it through any of this. There's been so many days when I'll just cry to them and I'm like, I can't do this. I don't know how I'm doing this. I can't make it through this. I just want the pain to stop. They're there to listen and tell me everything's gonna be okay and that I'm good. This was all a year ago. Today, I don't know who that person was. Like, I am the happiest I could ever be today. No, I don't work. I stay at home with the kids. But there's a big difference in what I do now than what I was doing a year ago. Now, whenever I get depressed or I have my bad days, I get up, I put my face on, I do my hair, I make myself feel good about myself again. I go, if I need to get out of the house, I ask my sister-in-law, which is other Tori, I say, hey, can you watch the girls for me? I need to get out for an hour. She watches my kids for me. I go and I just do my own thing. I get out, I clear my head, or I'll write. I'll go out, I'll write in my journal, and I'll just clear my head. Because if I have all these thoughts running in my head, it goes to a dark place. I know I'm always going to suffer from depression and anxiety, but I hope to never, ever get back to where I was. I'm not on medication right now. And my big thing is I don't like to be medicated to be sane. And I understand that it might be a chemical imbalance, but I'm doing good now. I'm the happiest I've been because I'm changing so much in my life. Like I said, I'm more active. Trust me, I have my lazy days. Who doesn't? But I'm a lot more active. YouTube and TikTok keep me busy. Trying to get my YouTube and stuff started has kept my mind running. Stuff that I want to do for y'all. Like, I'm looking at getting merch in. Starting up. Just all this. I mean, it's kept my mind busy. I don't have time to think about if I'm good enough or not. Because I know right now that I am. I'm good enough for my kids. I'm good enough for my husband. Like, and that's all that matters. I'm happy with my life right now. Y'all, I just got new couches. So, like, my life is on the up right now. It's been a rough last couple years. Since 2017, you know. I hadn't talked to my mom since 2017. So, it's been tough. You know, me and my mom are best friends. And I think that's a lot of where my depression and stuff comes from. You know, I miss her. I miss her so much. But we don't see eye to eye on some things. I'm hoping one day me and her can put everything to the side, you know, and forget everything, because that's my mom at the end of the day, you know. And I want my kids to have her. I want to have her, you know. A girl can dream, but as of right now, my life where it's at is great. And if it wouldn't have been for a year ago of me admitting I needed help, I wouldn't be here. If it wouldn't have been for my daughter coming in, I definitely wouldn't be here. But the whole point of this video is for y'all to know that it's okay to get help. It's okay to talk to people. You're not weak. A lot more people go through this than you think. 1 in 4 people suffer from depression and anxiety. I'm that one. And I'm okay to admit it. I just want y'all to know my inbox is open. My Instagram is open. I read every message that comes through my Instagram. If you need to talk, I'm here. Just know you're not alone. And it does get better. Like everyone else says, it's okay to not be okay. But that's the whole reason I wanted to do this video, was so other people can know it's okay to talk about it if you're comfortable with talking about it. And I am. So if you are, I encourage you to open up about your story on where you're at with your depression, how you want to fix it, what you can do to fix it, and if there's anything I can do to help you. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's been tough talking about it. I made it through this entire video without crying, surprisingly. This is a whole different side of me that y'all don't see. Y'all see the happy-go Tori, goofy Tori. This is the side that I hide from everyone. Because sometimes I feel like I'm weak when I show y'all, when I know I'm not, but I feel like it. So I hide it from everybody. And the only Tori I want y'all to see is happy, cheerful Tori. But I'm hoping y'all understand this side of me too, because I want y'all to know me completely all the way around. But this is that side of me, and now that y'all know me, I hope I don't disappoint you on completely who I am. So, but that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's okay to not be okay. Just know I love you guys, and I'm here.